All right, hello, welcome to Adventures in Lollygagging. We're back today. We're playing more Coriolis, and people are buying updated XP talents things. So has everyone purchased their stuff? We all good? You feel stronger and ready to go? Okay, awesome.
Oh yeah.
We're also trying out YouTube. So trying to stream both to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So if weird things happen and Jeremy goes goodbye, that's probably why. So.
What?
I don't know. Yeah.
Poor Jeremy.
Bye, Jeremy.
Bye, Jeremy. That would have been great if he actually disconnected right at that point.
Yeah, he's just, there's flashing on your screen, Jeremy. It's ruining your freeze effect.
We can see
Stupid
it.
glasses reflecting. I can't control that.
Yeah.
I can hold my breath and stay very still for a long time, but that I can't control.
You really can. You have commitment to that bit. That is for darn sure.
Yep, that's true. All right, so let's just get in. I don't have anything fun and clever to say. So let's dive in. There's a lot of stuff we need to get to. As we made friends last time, and we learned about house music. Last time around, we started up at some crappy spacer hotel called the Sedalian Rose, where you were following a lead to maybe find Gar Butuleb, who is this what's it called? Black Toad Delver, who has been kind of missing, is somehow tied up with Levon Najar's death, who's somehow tied up with this missing tablet that Levon was investigating that was supposed to change everything. And so you were trying to track him down. You kind of attracted the attention of some thugs, but you did manage to give them the slip, and you kind of got out of the hotel okay. And you did have a piece of evidence or some kind of clue to push you forward. And it was a ferry ticket for the Telmurian Tusk, and that took you to Pier 17. You were waiting to go onto the lift to go down to, go up towards Rec Alley, and that's when Kef spotted a Zapti, one of these constables that was following, she thinks, Rador. And then as the two of them were, as a couple of them were boarding, I think it was as Rador and Richter were boarding, Kef, you slid like some kind of crate and tripped this constable who didn't get on the lift. But that also meant that you and Armande had to take like a really long way around through some of the manufactories. Richter, Rador, you got up to Rec Alley, which is this kind of used to be sort of like this old kind of curmudgeon-y place where like all sorts of these old ships from the diaspora were, like the hulls and stuff were kind of this amalgamation of things just outside the dome, and it still kind of is, but there's been this trendy movement to make it into kind of a gentrified location. And so you started walking around a bit. You heard some rumors that there were some makka DJs that were making special appearances tonight. You checked a few vendors, etc. Eventually, though, everyone kind of joined up again. You went over the Pier 17. You met with a mechanic for the Telmurian Tusk named Dara. And Dara and Armande seemed to get along pretty well as the two of them bantered a bit about makka artists. She insisted that Hazum was the superior artist who had depth of music, whereas Armande, his love of Lila Lu was a little bit like, that's fine. It's just like, she's a little poppy and there's really not a whole lot of depth to what she's doing. But yeah, you guys kind of got along really well. She gave you passage to Station 11 aboard the Telmurian Tusk, but when you arrived there, it was a very remote station on this circuit for the ferry, and something was kind of odd about it. There was this exosuit rental. The woman who ran this kind of workshop seemed a little, I don't know, kind of standoffish a little bit. And then I think it was Kef or maybe Richter, one of the two, we were looking out the window and you noticed a big ship, and it was the Razad, because you kept hearing this thing about the Razad. And it is a ship that is alleged to be part of some kind of dust running organization involving the Black Toad. And so Kef encouraged you all to maybe not spacewalk across unannounced, and because she has some old contacts, maybe it would be best to see if you can get some permission, some kind of way in a more like upfront, transparent process. So the two of you, so as a Kef and Rador, the two of you headed back to the Golden Ape, which is like a hangout for Black Toad members to try to get, and sent a message to try to get your contact to come meet you. And while you were there, you overheard a story about some kind of blight incident that happened down in the haze a couple hours earlier, where two archivists out of the grand old archive of Jamua the very place that you all had visited, had apparently died. Or at least they suffered some kind of strange attack that you two would know sounds very much like what's called a blight attack. Meanwhile, Richter, Armande, you use like this time to go to the Blue Star, which is a club in Rec Alley where Lilaloo was actually performing. And you were like slipping in, and they didn't see this, but we as like an audience saw like behind them as they were slipping into the club, we saw a golden masked figure slipping in as well, like the flashing lights reflecting off this emotionless golden mask. Okay. Let me ask a question. Where's Pyrex? Is Pyrex with you, Rador, or is Pyrex at the club?
Pyrex likes music. I think we've established that in canon. So I'm going to say Pyrex has left Rador's side and is with Armande.
Okay. So let's start up then at the club. Let me get a little club music going. This is my only club music. Okay. So there we see Armande and Richter. We're in the Blue Star. We can understand immediately why it's called the Blue Star, as we see this giant spherical object at the top of this, not domed, but almost like pointed internal ceiling, and hanging from it like a giant ornament, almost like the star itself, like, I don't know, maybe Jamua itself just there floating in the sky, and it's shooting off all of this like blue light all across the room. And so everything's just coated in blue, blue, and blue. The entire room is absolutely crowded with all sorts of people, ages young to old, dressed in all manner of glittering, glistening robes. You can see finery, jewelry. You can see henna tattoos. Many others wearing masks, silver, gold, something more bronze-like. It's hard to tell with the blue reflective light. And we see up on the stage at the far end, you two are probably somewhere in the middle of this giant pit of people who are just dancing and drinking and clearly imbibing some kind of substance to enhance their experience. We can see Lilaloo and her various setups, and she's got like various dancers and other musicians playing like drums. And then you can see like there's some synthesization going on as well. And she's dressed in this giant blue getup with these strange, not tentacles, but they're definitely like tubes that kind of come up from behind her back and kind of connect to her shoulders. And we see all this like kind of glowing, glistening light shifting through those tubes. What do you think the two of you are doing? Describe what you're doing, and remember that you have Pyrex on your shoulder, Armande.
Armande is like, whether or not, like, he believes Pyrex understands him. He's like, so this is Lulu, and like he's just like, he's like kind of fanboying out and explaining everything that's going on to Pyrex. As he completely, he's still standing there in what looks like the equivalent of like a Goodwill secondhand like formal suit, because he hasn't changed since the funeral. So he looks very ahead of place, but he's got this like punk rock looking bird that he's pointing everything out to.
Yeah, because remember, he's got that mohawk, basically. Yeah. Pyrex has that amazing mohawk. What about Richter? Is Richter doing anything in particular?
I should be here with Dara, but you're stuck with me, kid.
Huh?
Enjoy yourself. This Lilaloo.
So the thing is, Pyrex, they're much better live. You should see them live.
And you can see like Pyrex is like heads dipping along a little bit. You can see the wings kind of are like off to the side. One of them kind of around your neck, one of them out to the side. You can see it's not the only bird in the room. There's a couple others, but you notice most of them are towards the front. You can even see that like there is a bird now somewhere above, sweeping back and forth, flying over top of Lilaloo on the stage. And then every time like it swoops around, it sends this strange shadow across the crowd, and you hear everyone just get loud and rave and cheer. It's extraordinarily loud. So even just like talking to each other, it's like hard to hear. You have to lean in. It's about, I don't know, 20 minutes into like the set that you were in, that she was on when you first got here, when you start to feel Pyrex digging into your shoulder a bit, Armande. You can feel like the talons just sort of digging really tightly.
It's okay. And like, what? Did a bird catch your eye? You just point. I'll walk that way.
when you try to talk to Pyrex, you can see Pyrex is like kind of wigging out a little bit. Like you can see like they've brought their wings back in, and it's just like their head is just shooting around quickly, and you can see it's like they're trying to find something in this massive crowd of what has to be like at least like 200 people crowded into this club, and there's barely any room, and you're not sure if they're overstimulated, but they're like their eyes you can see are beginning to sort of dilate in some way, and they're trying very hard to find something, and you can see them kind of wigging out a bit.
Richter! He's
You can
like,
see me ways.
he's like trying to tap at you to like make you look at the bird, freaking out.
You realize you're probably not tapping him because you said you're a little further away, Richter. You're tapping some random other person who like looks, why? Stop! Why?
Sorry. No, that's okay. No worries.
I'm right here, Armande. I just got something to take the edge off. What's happening?
Pyrex is freaking out, man.
Pyrex, what's wrong? Radua's not here.
Roll, one of you can roll like an empathy test, or both of you can roll an empathy test really to try to get a sense for like what is bothering Pyrex.
Empathy, you say? That's what we're both great at.
Right?
I know the two of you are not good
These
at
two?
this because neither of you are Rador. So the only one good at empathy. Yeah.
But
yeah,
again, Jeremy with minimal dice.
classic.
That's
He's
yeah.
so
I
good
just
at
need
it.
to roll the stuff that I have no dice.
Telling you, man.
Look at you.
We have years of evidence of this. We have years of evidence going back to Alien, the early days of Alien. Armande, it's not that Rador's not there, and it's not that the music is overstimulating, because Pyrex very much seems to enjoy music. You're starting to realize and sense that this is the kind of reaction that Pyrex sometimes has when they detect blight. Now remember, like he goes mechanically, that's part of the thing that Garuda do, these birds do. They can detect blight. That's why delvers carry them down into their delves, because it helps them navigate and keep away from this sort of alien infestation that is constantly plaguing all of these different builder ruins that your guild regularly explores. I know you guys are a young crew, so you probably don't have a ton of experience, but you probably have a little bit, enough to recognize that this is how he reacts when he's sensing blight.
Do we have to tell these people to get out of here? Like, how bad is blight? I've never actually like been out in the field with blight, Richter.
Lights, we need to get these people out of here right now. Where are the emergency exits? We gotta escort them. Everyone, get out of here. There's blight.
You yell this out loud and no one hears you. Like the music is just pounding. You feel it. You feel it as much as you hear it. You can feel the thump in the ground, the vibrations. Everyone's dancing. It's like that scene from the second Matrix movie, basically.
Oh God! Like. If you want them to hear you, we're gonna have to get up. Oh God, no, I can't do it. I can't. No, I can't do. But you could get up there because you don't care. You could get up on stage and yell into the mic.
And I'll do so. I'm gonna crash this party, jump on the stage.
Okay, you're gonna try to push up to the stage. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're gonna try to push up to the stage. Are you just physically just pushing people down, or is there some other like more advanced strategy you have in mind here?
It's more just like squeeze myself, maneuver myself to the front, get as close to the stage as I can.
Okay. I mean, give me a strength test, I think.
Okay.
You're pushing through people who don't want you to push past them because they like being closer to the stage right now. And you hear a lot of people complaining.
I failed, but it looks safe to push, so I'll go for it.
Okay. All right. Someone like, get off me, man. What's wrong with you, man? Chill.
Oh, it's a 1. No, it's a fail.
And as you try to push up again, you realize like someone steps in front of you, and it's a fairly tall looking security for Lilalu, probably. And that they reach out and they put this gauntleted hand on your chest, and they just say, "That's enough. Go back into the pits and dance. or we'll throw you out on the streets.
There's blight in here. We gotta get these people out.
So sir, we're really sorry, but that this is Pyrex. Pyrex is very good at detecting blight. There was actually a couple of archivists who died from blight just earlier today.
Back into the pit.
Please, sir, just
on the
listen.
street.
She's very important. You don't want to risk her, right? You're here to protect her, so please, just take a second.
It's right, Armande.
He kind of waves. You
Let's
see a second one of these bodyguards starting to close in on you now too.
Do any of you have birds that detect blight? So there's a reason that we're worried. Please, just hear us out. And you don't even have to have us be involved. Just please.
That is enough. Enough of this. You are causing a commotion. Out with you. Come on. And like they both grab you. And they start to kind of push and push and push. And you're like just being led through this this crowd. Pyrex eventually like leaps off your shoulder and starts kind of flapping and flying up in the air and kind of looking around, squawking and squawking. And roll a perception test, the two of you, if you like.
Perception.
Yeah, I'll go for it. Eesh. I failed.
Oh, wait. No, that was looking at Richter's. Mine did pop up.
Looks like a success for Armande again. Yeah.
You got it.
You see that he seems to be like kind of circling around a specific section of this dance floor area, right?
Okay.
But you're getting
Sir,
pushed and pushed and pushed.
Sir,
away.
I'm begging you. I won't cause any trouble. I won't cause any. But could you just see? Do you see where my bird is circling around over there?
The problem enough as it is.
Okay,
no
sir,
more.
I'm so sorry. I don't want to cause you any
problem.
problems.
Is empty if you continue this.
I don't want to cause you in trouble. Please, you're here to help people. You're here to protect people. And there's people that might be in trouble. And I will stay out here. I will not bother you. But I'm just begging you because, you've got a job to do. And I don't want to mess up your job. But just, it's worth checking out. Please.
You can see like the other one is like ushering Richter ahead of you while you're lingering back. And you see the door fly open, and Richter, you just get shoved unceremoniously out into the street. And then you hear someone like, all right, one more, room for one more. And somebody else comes in from this long line that's outside of the club. And you're just out there on the alley, or I say on the street of Rec Alley. Armande, you're still inside, and you can see the guy who has been pushing. Stay here. I will get you a bird. You stay here. Yeah. And you see him like turn. And he just starts pushing through, and like someone tries to push back. It's like, ah! And he throws him to the ground. He just kind of stumble here and there. And like you can see that he is like pushing in the direction of where like Pyrex is circling around in this kind of confusing pattern. It's then, Armande, that you feel a prick on the back of your neck.
God damn it.
And you hear a voice in your ear. You hear, you ignored my first warning. Do not ignore my second.
This is the first time we've ever talked. Why are you doing? Why me? Twice.
And you realize like you don't feel like you did the last time you got pricked. And as you go as you move your head a little bit, like it's more like there's a hand and maybe there's like a needle in the back of your neck, but you catch sight of the corner of your eye, this golden mass that kind of reflects right into your face.
Here's the thing, I don't know you, and the guy who we're trying to find out what happened, he had lots of friends over a long time, and maybe you've got a reason for doing what you're doing, and we don't understand, because I'm a scholar, and I like to get new information, because sometimes, we take action based on information, and we're not fully informed, and so maybe you could help me understand where you're coming from, and then I wouldn't have to be bothering you.
There will not be a third warning.
I didn't know you were going to be here. How do I know to avoid you?
The prick remove from your neck a little bit. Do not meddle in things that you should not know knowledge of. And then you can see like they start backing away at this point. You're like
so
looking.
Much I don't know.
And as you watch, you can see like this person again, this golden mask figure you've seen before. It's got these robes on as well. The blue light, you hear the sounds of Pyrex, and you look over and you can see like the big thug has kind of got Pyrex by like one of his wings, just kind of pulling him down and like tucking him a little bit. Pyrex is freaking out a little bit, and is trying to like push him, bring him back over towards you. And like as you're like moving your eyes back and forth, like between these two things, you see as like this golden masked figure just kind of slips into a crowd. And a couple other figures kind of turn and look, and you can see silver mask, bronze mask, golden mask. And then you look up at Pyrex, and you look down, you look at Pyrex, and then you kind of lose track of which one of these masked figures was just speaking to you. What do you want to do, Armande?
Okay. Okay, maybe I'm lucky, and he's leaving, and so there won't be any blight nonsense because he scared me, and maybe that's all he wanted to do, and maybe he won't kill anybody here. And I don't need to freak anybody out because if they freak out, they're gonna like trample each other, and then that's my fault. And I probably shouldn't do that. Or should I sneak to the stage? No, I'm gonna stay here. Oh, hi.
Leave now.
Okay, thank you, sir. You are a testament to your profession.
Leave now.
Yep. Okay.
So you push out onto the street of Wreck Alley once more. You hear someone yell, "Room for one more!" And like you see another person starts coming in. And there's Richter, there's Armande on the streets, unceremoniously thrown out of Blue Star. You do notice, though, that Pyrex is starting to calm down. So we're going to cut from here. And you guys think about what you want to do next while we cut. And we're going to come back over to Kef and Rador. We're in the Golden 8. It's evening time. You sent out a message, kind of like to try to get your Dust Runner contact to show up, but you've just heard this story about something that happened down in the haze. Are the two of you talking about this? Are you talking to anyone that you overheard this from? What do you think?
I would nudge Rador towards the two people and go like, You've got a talent of the tongue. I think you ought to go talk 'em.
And so Rador, just being Rador, will sort of do the, "Oh my goodness, did I just hear you say that Archivist died from blight? What is happening?" And she just sort of does the like pull up a chair, gossip kind of approach to this.
They turn and look at you, and they're like, earlier today, they cordoned off the whole area. The archive is quarantined just in case. What of it? What do you care?
I mean, that's just so sad. I've made... friend of a friend. Did anything mention who they might have been? Trying to think. My friend Zahn knows a friend Lo, and I think there was someone's name was maybe Razad.
That is a ship's name. What is wrong?
And I'm trying to not. Like I know the name, but I'm not just jumping out and saying.
They're looking at you, and they're drinking from their grass wine, and like looking back up towards like the barkeep, and one of them says, "Maisie, this one is time to cut off. I think." Speaking in gibbers.
No, I just want to make sure that my friends are okay. Did they say the names of the?
Maybe
the
I don't.
Was it?
They are archivists. They are like they collect things. They put things on shelves. They are just archivists. Who knows these names?
It was for Roz was well, for Roz, but Keto.
Okay, roll an empathy test to see if you get.
Okay.
Treat this almost like a luck test to see if they happen to have overheard a name or two.
Oh, come on. I'm going to push that.
Okay.
That's a full house.
Bye. Let it get that on the if I start betting them. There we go. All right. Lost a hope, but did have a success.
Kind of makes sense that you lose hope in this situation because he's like, keto. Yeah, I heard keto. Yeah, it's
no.
Yeah,
so
just
sad.
said that. Friend of yours.
Friend of a friend, but you know the kind of person that you meet them and they just make that good impression. It's always sad when someone loses their life, and when you are kind and helpful to folks.
All right, Maisie, bring a glass of wine for her. Okay, we drink to your friend.
Tukito.
Tukito, yes. And you see Mazzy comes over and drops a couple things down. And it's the same woman you spoke to earlier when you were here. And you can see he throws out a few chips to pay. And Tukito,
Did anyone claim credit for this heinous thing, or it's just what happens sometimes?
It has not. I don't know. I just heard story. People talking about it. Word of mouth.
Well, yes, and trying to get them a little more drunk and do another taquito and take another couple drinks.
Well, if you want to start paying for it, he bought you a drink. But if you want to start paying more, you certainly can. I would say, with your role of empathy, you don't get the sense that they're keeping information from you. It's just generally he heard a rumor and he was just talking about it, and now some weird lady is trying to pester him for more information that he doesn't have.
Yeah. But obviously Redor will look back to Kef because they're very loudly toasting to keto. So that is the good one. So she'll take the free drink. that is how I have my nice and my not nice notes.
It's funny. I'm the other way. It's weird how that works.
So Redor will kind of come back to Kef, and she was kind of playing up her kind of intoxication a little bit, but she'll come back. It's very, very sad, Kef. There were two of them, and what are the chances that it would be Keto and the other one?
I think we ought to be extra careful now. It's a bit too much of a coincidence at this point. It's
no coincidence. Not at all. We've barely been 2 days onto this, and look at everything that's happened so far.
And with Armande getting attacked, Richter's getting rib smashed, maybe we ought to think about how much money we're making for this and if it's worth it.
I'm just about out of any money that I had. I'm definitely spending it. And she kind of curses the hotel owner again. I'm going
to make an itemized list and make sure that we get it properly processed. The guild owes us money.
Your contact has got to come through, and quickly. This is dangerous.
I'll turn and look towards the door to see if Gina has come through yet.
Door opens up. You see a group of people come in. You're looking, and you hear the sounds of hey, people meeting for the night or whatever. You don't see Gina, but maybe about half an hour later, you see the door open up again. At this point, the Golden Ape is just filled wall to wall with people, and you can tell that there is a flavor to the crowd. But you do notice slipping in, you see Gina. What does Gina look like? You want to describe her?
Gina's got sort of curly hair that's been pulled up, mostly in a ponytail, but some of it falls forward. She's got sort of a dark brown leather jacket and a leather sort of undercoat or vest. A lot of reds and browns in her wardrobe with knee-high boots, and she's got a slightly discreet but obvious piece strapped to her side.
Okay, so she's looking around. she's looking around, and then she sees you, and she comes over, and right as she's about to sit down, she like motions towards Maisie, the bartender, and like Maisie like motions back, and then she sits down next to you. What's this about?
Hey, Gina, it's been a day. I think I wanted to talk to you about, and I'll lean in and go, there's, I wanted to there's a gent we're after. He took a runner, ran onto Razad in Station 11 area. I
So you're
think it
looking
was
for
polite
someone-
just to show up, you know?
Well, that's true. They don't really like it when people arrive unannounced. So you
I
want
like
us
not
to...
getting shot.
Well, that's sometimes a problem with the people I work for. So what is it you want from me? You want me to...
I
What
want
now?
to find this gent who has done a legger on us without getting shot. Do you think we can take a tour?
We've got to get away on the ship.
Do a job for the Black Toad to get
You
permission
want
to get
under
in?
Razad?
No, but yes.
I can't make that call. It's above my pay grade, but I can talk to someone.
Yeah.
But they're gonna want to know why. They're gonna want to know all the details. Who is this guy? What do you want him?
And I'll like double check to see who's eavesdropping because someone will be.
More than likely, like 4 or 5 people. Yeah, like it's pretty crowded, and this is a Black Toad bar, so there's probably others in here that are of the same level, if not a different level than Gina.
I can't fill in the blanks, but maybe we go for a nice quiet walk, you know?
And she looks around, and Maisie puts a drink down. She grabs it. Oh, you what? No. Don't worry.
No?
It's fine.
All right, well, there was a funeral for Levon Najjar recently.
I don't know who that is. Is it
Explorer
important?
Guild shit.
Explorers, yeah.
I know.
Okay, so Explorer's dead. They die all the time. What's the
Explorer's
problem?
dead. Yeah, but this one, old man, didn't die in a delve, died by murder somewhere in the city. And
People die by
so,
murder all the time in the city.
also true. Unfortunately, this one had a friend up in the Explorer Guild hierarchy who pays us, not well, to try to find out who murdered him. So, we chase down who murdered him, and more people end up dead. 2 archivists today. Blight attack.
Right. In the ship city. Okay. So this is official. This is official business.
No.
That's going to cost even more then. Okay. So you want
No.
on. Who is this guy? What's his name?
The murdered, or...
No, you said it's Levon, the other one.
Yeah.
The one you're looking for.
Oh, that one is, Melissa, if you happen to have your notes open. Agapa!
You don't even know his name and you're looking for it? What's wrong with you? What kind of operation you're running? See, this is why you're never going to
One
get anywhere.
operation where I fucking don't read my notes for a week and forget everything.
Garbuteleb.
Garbutleb. Thank you. Oh, there it is. Garbutleb.
Yeah. Okay, well, you want so is this you want to take him out? You think he's the one who killed your explorer?
I want to talk to him. Maybe murder. Late. I look over at Rador. Maybe not.
It could also be in danger. We're lots
He
that
ran
we're
the
trying to
Black
figure out.
Toads.
Well, if he's on Razad, he is Black Toad.
Yeah.
You don't get on the ship unless you are, on the inside.
But that's what we were trying to do.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. It will not be cheap and it will not be quick.
Yeah. I was worried about that. Give me a number.
Oh, no.
No?
It's not that kind of price. No,
Favor?
No. They will want something, yes.
Yes.
All right. Meet in the morning here. I'll have an answer
Okay.
in.
We
Okay.
have 4 that want passage. Or entry.
Didn't say 4.
It can be just me. It can be just me if we have to.
For all explorers.
All explorers.
Official
Taking
business,
clean
eh?
nose like this one. Too shiny for her own good.
What do you
And then
mean?
you see she kind of looks over at you, Rador, as you're fidgeting here and there, and saying, she's not as clean as you think she is.
No, but yeah.
Okay, I will make inquiries here tomorrow morning, and you will have an answer.
Thank you.
She gets up, and you can see she does a quick shot. She goes around, and you can see her. She says hello to a few people who seem to recognize her, and then she bolts. Where do you think the two of you want to do next?
You think we should go down Aluminum Bay?
Try to get more information about the blight incident?
You think? Nah, Richter and Armande are probably having fun right about now.
They're going to the club. Pyrex must be having just a fun time, probably best time Pyrex has had in the last week. Just no worries, no troubles, just enjoying the scene.
Outside the Blue Star, straight outside in Rec Alley, we see Pyrex is trying to flex its wing, while Armande and Richter are kind of getting up as they've been unceremoniously dumped on their asses. What are you guys doing?
So the guy with the gold mask, he put a little prick in my neck, and it was just the same as the one that paralyzed me. He said this time he didn't paralyze me, he said he could back off because of this thing. He's trying to scare me. But the thing is, he's just trying to scare us. He's not trying to kill us because he just paralyzed and then he's scared, which means that they're serious, but they're not trying to kill us, which means maybe he's not that bad. But also, Pirates is freaking out because there was the blight thing and there was the people that died from the blight earlier. So maybe he did do the blight. So maybe he is really bad. I'm freaking out, Richter.
Chill out, man.
How?
Saw the golden mask, elusive. I chased after him, but he got away.
That doesn't make me feel better.
A warning, huh? What'd you get out of it?
He said that's the last warning, okay? I've gotten 2 warnings. I got paralyzed, and then the second time he just said some creepy shit in my ear, which, maybe you're used to some random stranger just, suddenly appearing from behind you and just whispering into your ear. But for me, that's not normal, okay? I'm not okay with this.
If he left the scene and didn't do anything.
And once he left, guess what? Pyrex stopped freaking out, which makes you feel like this dude, maybe he's the one that was giving off the whole blight heebie-jeebie sort of thing, right?
Walking around with blight. That
I
can't
don't
be
know
a
how
good
it
sign.
works.
Did you see where he went off to? He slipped away.
No, because I was trying to follow him, and then there were all these other assholes wearing silver masks and gold masks, and I was trying to make sure the Pyrex didn't fly off, and then just all of a sudden there's a whole room of these assholes, and they're all wearing masks. And I'm going to admit, okay, I'm not at my best right now, Richter. I'm really sorry. I know I'm letting you down a little bit, but I'm also just it's been a day.
No, it's good. It's good he didn't do anything to you. Let's get out of here for now.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure that dude's going to kill me next time. He made it very clear that that's his intent.
Okay. Where do you think that you two head off to? You just go home? It's nighttime, don't forget. It's the equivalent of
I think it's
after hours.
return for the evening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay. So you get back on sort of the funicular, kind of taking you back towards through the dome, upper rings of the chasm, kind of wait around for the night cars to come. And you start sort of weaving your way, crisscrossing down the chasm a bit until you get down to Aluminum Bay and working your way in the direction of your shuttle. So what about Kef and Rador? Where do you think the two of you would have gone after Golden Ape?
Aluminum Bay.
Okay, same
for
place.
The Archivist, yeah. Though we're going to drop by the Archivist first.
That's not in Aluminum Bay. That's in the haze.
Oh,
so that's
sorry.
like the lower levels of the chasm.
Got them mixed up.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna cut to the haze. You get off that same platform that you got off the last time. You're in your old neck of the woods, Kev. This is where you're from, and you can see that there's definitely like rerouted traffic. There's quarantine zones, a few alleyways out in a radius around the archive itself. You can see that there's various like warning, do not pass kind of tape, different zapties in their traditional gear kind of set up. Some of them are wearing, like you see there's a few people with this like protective, almost delve-like gear that are moving within the actual boundaries. You can see the archive at a distance, but you can't actually get to it. Like everything's cordoned off, and there are dozens of people like working this scene in one way or the other. And there's quite a few onlookers as well. What do you think you two would be doing?
Rador, you think you can get some of them to give you a description of the dead? I can confirm it.
Yeah, I'll do same as I did. Maybe there's something that you can see, lay eyes on, and I'll see what I can get people talking a bit.
Okay, I'll take a perimeter and meet back here in 10.
Okay.
Okay, you guys could both just, Kef, if you want to do a perception, and if Rador, you want to do an empathy to just sort of collect some information, like kind of canvas the scene a bit.
Got a success.
Okay. So Rador, you don't get anything from the Zapties, but you certainly will hear rumors amongst the people who are doing some onlooking here, as there's certainly gossip. And it sounds as though, the story goes that as a archivists were changing, the shift was changing for the night. Apparently there was some sort of strange like catastrophe that happened inside the archive, like all sorts of stuff got broken or whatever. And so like there was a lot of archivists that were working to kind of remedy whatever was going on. And as like a shift was changing, some were coming in and some were leaving. One of them just collapsed into the middle of the street all of a sudden and was in this utter amount of pain and just was kind of spasming, and then said they couldn't move. Foam started to come from their mouth, and then their skin began to rupture and bubble here and there. It is the classic description of like intense exposure to like acute blight. And then apparently there was a second archivist that was trying to help, but in doing so seems to have also been exposed. And while theirs wasn't as instant, kind of collapsed as well.
Did anyone see anything and see anyone skulking away, or?
You don't hear anything like that. Yeah, you don't get any, like no one knows what happened. And the rumor, like what seems to be the working theory is that something that they had in their archive must have triggered it, especially since there was some kind of catastrophe that went down inside, and like they kind of closed the doors for the day and no one could go inside. So that's the theory that's going on. So no one was really looking for like a culprit on the streets or anything like that.
Understood.
Kev. Yeah, Kev, how did you do on yours?
One success. Would it be worth pushing for more?
No, I think one's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you're looking around. It definitely looks like the bodies have been removed. You don't see them, but it does look like there's some kind of cleanup. There's a couple birds here and there too, as if they're trying to help detect If the blight has spread to any of these locations. A few of these neighboring businesses have shuttered their doors as well. One thing you do notice, though, with your one success, as you're at like this small shop across the way from the archive, there's like a little awning, this colored awning, and you can see the doors have been shuttered. They're not open, but you see the light hit a corner of the awning just right, enough to see a thin thread glistening down, much like you've seen in Levon Najar's apartment, and when you and Richter were kind of chasing after the golden masked individual.
All right, I'll meet back up with Rador at our time.
Yeah, and it's easy enough to do. No one's like stopping you or anything like that.
Yeah. You see, just over there on the awning, it's a little bit of strewn out there. Do we know anything about spider cults in this city?
That is a. I have cultural savant. I don't know if that's going to be close enough for me to know anything about.
You don't know anything about it. Like you've never. I mean, I'm not saying like you've never heard of anything like that.
Yeah.
Like there's cults, no doubt.
Yeah.
But nothing that specifically is spider related.
I mean, we keep seeing the same thing everywhere we've been. We know this is connected. But it's such a quick escalation. Should we try to take a sample of that stuff to someone and see if they know what it is or who could make it? Or
and I'll like reach out. I've got a bit already in my pockets from the other times. I can get more, but I think that maybe we ought to talk to the guild leader, and by we I mean you.
Just report back on what we've been able to
see if she knows anything
so
about
far.
this fucking thread. Something's going on in it. They're killing fast and hard. This is their whatever this tablet is that they're after. They're killing to keep it secret and keep it hidden. Whatever information's on it.
It's something for sure. I mean, we've got people following us, so right away, we should. I don't disagree. Maybe given I
definitely take a look
update.
Around at that.
You see some Zapty. You definitely see Zapty, but you don't see anyone looking at you.
All right. Back home?
Yeah, and Rador would want to kind of set up, like giving a bit of an update on kind of like what we've been able to discover so far and kind of how quickly this is escalated.
So you want to go meet Master Mosca. It's fairly late, but you would go to the Vermilion House, like you would know how to go speak with her. That wouldn't be an issue, and like that she would take an audience with you there, or like she would like leave the Vermilion House. She likes to do a lot of like walk and talks as well. That's a thing that she does. So that's not an issue. It's fairly late. You're not sure if like calling on her at this late hour would be effective, but you could do it in the morning.
I don't mind waking her
morning.
up.
Yeah, I think
I don't mind waking her up.
You probably
in the morning
would, though.
Would be fine. I think Rador
I know
would.
Kipser says that, but I'm pretty sure Kef would probably
that
want
would
to
be
do that with the guild master. Yeah,
that would be the Kef and Rador conversation. Is Rador saying like I think we should probably. You're right. We should bring her up to speed, but not now in the morning. That's the thing for tomorrow. You've got your meeting, and I'll do my update, and we'll sleep on it first.
I'll just see how the boys enjoyed their night. I'm sure they had a grand time. They're going to talk all about it.
We'll look behind ourselves as we go.
Cut to Armande, Richter walking along the dock in Aluminum Bay, in the like kind of the explorer's warehouse area. You're heading in the direction of your ship, and you see right as you get close to it, there are there's like two people that are standing at the door, and one of them like kind of pushes off like the sort of the loading, sort of like the loading path that kind of leads to the airlock to get onto your shuttle, and starts walking in your direction. And a second is like the second person starts walking your direction too. Both of them are wearing Zapti constable gear. One of them is pretty standard, but the other one is dressed kind of more plain clothes in some way, like this dark plain clothes, but you can certainly see the badges. You would recognize one of them, in fact. Like you would actually recognize the one that's kind of in... I mean, plain clothes is probably not what it is. It's more like just like practical clothes, black boots. You can see this, like they're wearing this cuirass as well, and this big old like badge is emblazoned. And she has this black hair that's like weaved into this wide braid. And you remember seeing her in two places. You remember seeing her outside of Levon Najar's apartment, outside the window, coming to like consult with the Zapti who was guarding the apartment. And then Richter, I think, would have seen this, probably not Armande, would recognize her from the lift area when Armande got attacked by that spider thingy, and then you and Kef ran down the alley. She was talking to a few of the thugs and trying to push through the crowd towards you guys when you got away and onto the cable cars. And you see, that's who you see walking in your direction as you're trying to take this path down to your shuttle.
Head about to Armande, we got company.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, great. All right. I'm gonna let you've got this. Yeah, you know her. I'm sure, right? You important.
Yeah, she's with the constables. Seen her around, or those Zapties.
I mean, we're fine. We haven't done anything wrong. I don't think. Really? Not really.
Not.
Nothing
We
too
haven't.
bad.
Let's see what they want.
Okay, so as you guys come up, you can see the woman with the dark hair and the braided weave steps forward, kind of puts her hand up, and she says, am I right to assume that the two of you are the owners, occupiers of this shuttle?
Occupiers. Yes, owner. That's way above what we could hope for.
See. Do you mind if we ask you a few questions?
Of course. Would you like to come inside?
She looks at you and she says, I think I would, yes. Yes.
Hey, it's been a while since we had company. Hi, I'm Armande. I like your hair.
Thank you. I am Zorap.
Rob. That's a nice name.
Yes. It is. Oh, inside.
Okay.
And then you see she like looks through you and she like waves. And you look behind you and you can see like there's two other Zapti officers now coming up. So there's now 4 of them, counting her, like that are now moving with you to go onto your ship.
I'm not very good at making tea, but like if you guys want it, I could start a pot. Do you want tea? Do you want tea? Do you want tea? Do you want tea? Zarap, do you want tea?
You can see like 1 or 2 of like the nameless like uniform person like are about to say yes, and then she says no, that will not be necessary.
Oh, okay.
Just to
Wait,
chat,
if you change your
please.
mind,
Hot for me, Armande.
okay, I'll just make a big pot, and then if anybody changes their mind, it'll be ready.
And so you guys let them on, let her and the various others onto your shuttle, I should say.
Yeah, come on in.
Okay.
It's a bit cramped.
And you can see without really asking, like she just does she motions with her head and nods towards a few of them. And you can see a few of the Zaptis kind of split off down different ways. They don't follow you and Armande, but you see a couple of them just kind of split off to other parts of your shuttle without even asking. And she doesn't seem to be at all nonplussed. But one of them sticks with her, and so the 2 of them are like kind of walking with you to whatever kind of receiving area you might have. You might have some small little like social room, like a place where you might maybe take meals or something. But nothing too big. Everything's kind of cramped in here. And so she looks at the two of you. Maybe Armande's over there making tea, and the the other Zapti's like guarding the door, like blocking like the doorway in. And she says, "I've had reports that you have been at a few places that are of interest to me. I am curious if you know a man by the name of Levon Nijar."
What's Reckless' name? Explorer.
Yeah, we were at his funeral.
Yes, that's true. You were. How do you know him?
I mean, not personally. We're in the Explorers Guild, and he's like really important, and we're really not. But we're just part of the group, and like trying to pay respects, and there's somebody who's really important. And you don't want to be the asshole who doesn't be respectful, right? And I'm sorry, I'll be quiet.
I see. So you did not know him well?
Just reputation.
No, not personally.
I had never actually met him in person.
Have you ever been to his home?
Just nearby.
I know it is not near here, but that was not the question I asked. The question was, have you ever been to his home?
Just never invited us.
She sort of narrows her eyes a bit. One does not have to be invited to go into somebody's home, otherwise we might not have arrived here at all.
That's very smart. I went ahead and poured you a cup. I know you said no, but just I would feel rude if I didn't at least pour you a cup.
Please.
Okay. Yep.
Now, you've never been to his home, not for Explorers Guild business.
Nothing of the sort. He's retired. Or was.
I'm curious then, why is it that you would take such an interest in a man who you barely knew, only by reputation, and who never invited you to his home? Why would you be asking various questions of people about this man? Why would you attend his funeral? Why are you making inquiries about him?
Respect to our guildmaster. She wanted us there. So we showed up.
I see. It is your guildmaster, Master Mosca, who has assigned you this task of investigating the death, the suicide of Mr. Nijar.
Nothing of that sort. She didn't assign us that.
She did not. So you do this on your own accord, then?
What exactly do you want here?
What I want is for you to answer my questions. Seems a very simple question. Why are you looking to Levon Nijar, someone who you've already admitted to not knowing? She kind of like steps closer a little bit, and it's like trying to maybe do like a little intimidation here. She kind of puts her hands back a bit, and you can see she's got her big old pistol on her side and everything.
You said suicide?
Yes, suicide. Very sad, but not uncommon. Once a man has outlived his usefulness. Listen, you two young gentlemen here, you seem like very fine folk. So let me give you some advice. Cease your meddling in affairs around Mr. Nijar. It does not concern you. He is nothing to you. And, this meddling could get you into trouble. We don't want you to obstruct our investigation to live on Ijar.
Why
Do you understand?
would you need to investigate a suicide?
Why would I need to? Don't have to answer your questions. You answer my questions.
I'm sorry. That was stupid. That was a dumb question. It just seems like if it was a suicide, it'd be really open and cut, and then you don't need to be investigating. And
You will cease all inquiries. She looks towards Richter.
Or what?
Or what? Or what? Well, there are many a small cell smaller than this place that we could find for you to stay. Would you like that? Somewhere away from space, from sky, from friends? Would you like to have your wings clipped, Mr. Explorer, man?
Sounds terrible. Won't ask about Levon anymore.
Good. And you guys see that one or two of like the other two that had split off kind of slide past the guard who was watching the door, and one of them just shakes his head, and then another one kind of leans in and whispers something to her. If either of you would like, or both, could roll a perception test to see if you can overhear it, you're welcome to do so. And if you have any talents that are about listening, you're welcome to add those.
yeah, no special talents towards that, but why not?
Yeah, none for me either, so I'll roll straight. 1 success.
Okay. One success, Richter, you hear something to the effect of, it's not here. And then she just turns back to you. I'm glad that we understand each other. And hopefully this will be the last time that we have to have a conversation like this, yes?
It's been a pleasure talking
Next
with
time
you.
we can actually drink tea together.
She looks at you. No, I do not think so. I do not like tea.
Oh, okay.
I prefer kawa. She
Yeah,
turns.
of course you would.
And she
You're a
goes.
very strong woman.
Yeah. And then she says then she turns around and right as she's leaving the door, she's like, one more thing. Where are your other two companions? The women?
I don't know. That one's my fault. Actually, I wanted to go to the Blue House for a show earlier. It was kind of selfish, but and Richter accommodated me because I don't know if you're much in the music scene. You probably don't care. But that's my fault. I don't.
Boy, and she snaps.
I don't know. We went to go watch the show.
Then you should have said that. But I presume that you will extend to them the importance of our conversation here. Yes?
Yes.
Because if you do not, I'm more than happy to return here to deliver it myself.
I am
Be silly not
very
to, and a waste of your
sorry.
time.
Drink your tea. Then she leaves at that point.
Rick, do I just have a face that pisses people off? Am I doing something wrong?
No, you did everything right there. You weren't here for a friendly chatter.
I don't think she's a good officer, Richter.
What makes you say that?
She's investigating a suicide? Fuck that. She's full of shit. And it was very rude of her not to drink our tea. I was at least trying to pretend to be polite. She could have pretended back.
I'm sure we'll bump heads again.
I don't really want that. But yeah.
We'll say maybe an hour passes, and Kev, for door, you come in to your shuttle, find Armande, Richter. It's like the equivalent of a midnight-ish, kind of around there. It's pretty late at this point between all of the various things that you guys have done at night. It's been a long day. So as the four of you are like huddled around this this little communal space, this tight, cramped communal space in the middle of your shuttle, like, what are you guys talking about?
Someone's touched our things. They moved them.
Oh yeah. So yeah, the law was here.
I looked to Richter. You gave him nothing, right?
Whatever they were looking for wasn't here.
They're probably looking for the tablet. They probably thought we had it.
Yeah.
Or at least there was a concern. I think there's probably more factions that we're aware of. Part of me is wondering, like, maybe we should go look up. Does the Explorers Guild keep tabs of, like, because the Explorers Guild can't do everything by themselves, right? Sometimes they have to, like, pair up with other guilds, and probably sometimes they need sponsors. And I feel like we have an idea of, like, a time frame of when this job went down and where the job went down. And maybe we should go look into the records of who he was maybe affiliated with during this mission, right? Or maybe who helped pay for this mission, and that can maybe help look for people who had vested interests in it, because those are then probably going to be some of the people who would have a reason to, like, not want other people to know about whatever was found. Or something. I don't know.
We've decided at this point that to just need to go back to Master Mosca and let her know just how quickly this has escalated in the last bit. We've lost Quito.
Yeah.
He was killed by blight.
And probably the other one for Rose as well. Yeah, I can't remember his name well.
Faraz.
It's
Faraz.
I like them. They were so nice. Keto was so funny.
Well, and they're not even looking into
more
it because
thread.
Well, that too.
Oh, asshole! So, Kev, I'm really sorry. Is the gold mask thing like a toad thing, or is that like probably a different? Okay, because like that guy.
We like frogs, not spiders.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like maybe that's like a whole like I'm a super important dude sort of thing, or maybe not. So it sounds like no. But like whoever that was, like he made it clear to me that he's tried to warn us a couple times. Like the first time he paralyzed, the second time he just stuck up behind me and he put the pin in my neck, but he didn't paralyze me.
Wait, when did that happen?
Oh, that was at the Blue House. He told me he was going to kill me next time.
But perhaps you lead with that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, sorry.
Zapti looking through our things is no less concerning, but that is doubly concerning.
There's a lot of action on this tablet. A lot of people willing to kill for it.
And Rador is kind of going back through. So we knew that there were 3 names. We knew from the archivist that there were 3 different names of people who have seen it. We know that Gar is on the ship. We know that Levon committed suicide. And then we know that there's a 3rd individual that we don't know much about at this point. Am I right on that? That we have the 3rd name?
Aldor.
Yep.
Need to look into that guy.
We do still have a lead that we haven't looked into yet, and can keep your word to your Zapti friend that we're not looking into Levon per se. That name doesn't need to pass through our lips, but we can still continue our investigation with all of the other leads that we have.
Gotcha. So we're just going to hope that we don't get murdered on account of a technicality. I love it. Great.
Well,
I mean, we could just stop doing what Master Mosta asked us to do, but I didn't think that was an actual option.
I'm not saying that. I'm just... Fuck.
Rador, you better mention my itemized list to Master Mosca tomorrow when you go see her. I'm going to go talk to Richter and Armande. You might have to decide who you're going with, but I'm going to the Golden Ape to meet my Black Toad contact again. If you think you want to come to that, or Rador's going to go talk to Mosca.
Okay, yes, I will go with that because it feels like I'm being invited, and I don't want to be rude, and I'm invited, so I will go.
Is she getting us on board tomorrow morning?
We're going to owe a favor to the Black Toad, you know.
What?
It's not cheap.
It's so,
I was hoping for money, but
I mean, I don't want to hold you down. I can go with them to do their thing. No, I'll go. Okay, fine. Because I don't want to be the asshole that said I would go and then I don't go, because then I'm the asshole and I don't want to be the asshole.
Armande, sometimes you just gotta live your life and be who you want to be, regardless of if it's an asshole to someone. Because everyone's gonna have to be an asshole to somebody in the world.
But do they?
Yeah.
I mean, probably, yeah. But it'd be really nice if not.
No.
I don't want to be an asshole.
You cannot intend to be an asshole, but you're always going to be one to somebody in the end. No one is 100% liked.
Kef, Armande is never going to come around to your worldview of things. But she's not wrong, though, Armande, that you can't just be walking on eggshells worrying that you're going to hurt someone's feelings. Sometimes you do just need to do what you think is the right thing to do. Like this, thing that you're doing. It's the right thing to do. And it's gotten you threatened a couple times, and you've got a broken rib, Richter, and we've had our lives threatened, but we know it's the right thing to do.
And our fucking balance for the money is way down, and they owe us a lot.
We'll get around to that. We've got to live to spend the Ruka.
Yeah.
It's a good point. You can't be nice if you're dead because you didn't eat. Or something.
Yes. So, we have our plans for the morning then.
Sounds like it.
I'm going to see if I have anything in black. Yeah, I'm going to... Yeah.
You got a jacket? Leather jacket?
Maybe. I could... Yeah, I'll find something.
I slap Armande hard on the back. That's a good boy. All right, let's go to bed.
Okay. So you guys go to bed. You spend your shift sleeping, resting, etc. We could do any recovery you need to do. So health, you can recover by 1. You get a D6 and hope. And then I think, Richter, you had the injury you can tick down today. Yeah, you can tick down today.
Ooh.
Cool. I rolled a 1.
And don't forget, it's a new session, so if any of you wanted to call out a specific scene with your little keepsake, if you wanted to get more hope back and stuff, you could do that as well.
Yeah.
I would say that Rodor pulls out her little book of fungi recipes that's her keepsake. And so she thinks about what kind of recipe that Keto would have wanted to eat. And so she sort of like makes a little, so she kind of did the drinking toast earlier in the night. And so she'll kind of put something together in their little, kind of galley or whatever they have, that's sort of a midnight snack in honor of something that seems like Keto would have liked. And Faraz as well sort of gets the after kind of like first bite is for Keto, and then second bite with a shrug is also Faraz.
I just want to point out, Faraz is the one that actually gave you guys, information. Keto didn't give you guys anything. It's Faraz who gave.
He's just such a likable NPC.
Yes,
I agree. Faraz was very likable. All right. So morning comes around. If no one has any other scenes that they wish to do, could you sort of summarize for me where everyone's going?
Armande and
Guildmaster.
Yes,
with Rodor.
Armande and I are going to the Black Toad Bar.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm wearing my darkest
four of you.
clothes, so they're like a darker shade of brown. And I've got my cape.
Okay.
How many books?
Okay.
Oh, and you cape, of course.
Well, I mean, I of course I'm going to bring my little like hip sack of books.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll say then that everyone files out around the same time, and you go in different directions in some ways, because some of you are going out to the Golden Ape, which means that you're staying here on Aluminum Bay, and you're just kind of going to the other side of the bay. And that would be Kef and Armande. Richter and Rodor, meanwhile, you two hop onto the lift to kind of go back up the chasm. The two of you would know, because we'll start with you. that you would find Master Mosca at the Vermilion House, which is essentially the official headquarters of the Explorers Guild. It's about halfway up the chasm. It's not at the highest level, not at the lowest level. But there is essentially like this large multi-story house that's perched on the cliffside of the chasm. And again, it's about halfway up. It's about 3 or more stories or so. And you can see that there's a series of these like arched windows here and there that kind of show various images and stuff kind of like stained into them. And there's all like sorts of sand colored blocks and such that make up the walls themselves. There is, as you approach this inner courtyard that you have to pass through, fairly rounded a bit here and there. And you can see that there's different wings that go off in different directions that are like different guild departments. So there's, the archive, like the administrative wing, etc. You would know that one of the uppermost floors is Master Mosca's office. And when you get up there, you would see that she has like some kind of assistant that's probably outside her door in an office. But you tell her while you're there, and eventually, after a short wait, the doors will open up. This double set of doors will open up, and you will see her study. There is a large window that you can see gives off this like stunning view of the chasm. Like you can look all the way down this tapered chasm. You can see all these beautiful lights on the other side through this mist that seems to wash up from below, from the haze, the manufactories, all like sending that mist upwards and upwards. And behind them, like the globe lights and the string lights on these different neighborhoods across the way, even at this time of day, early in the morning, are still quite beautiful to look at. And she has these large, thick curtains thrown wide. The walls that aren't made of window are lined with various maps. You can see artifacts, old delving gear that has been situated in the way as display. And you can see that, by a desk underneath that window, there is Master Mosca. She's normally very tall, but you can see that she's sitting down right now, and she's got some papers and things in front of her. And you can see on a stand just next to her, this perch, is her Garuda, Arak. Is Pyrex with you?
I would say so. Definitely there would have been a conversation around sort of what happened to Pyrex and why Pyrex seemed a bit shaken up and injured. And so definitely Rador is not letting Pyrex kind of out of her sight today.
Okay, so as you come in with Pyrex, Arak immediately kind of gets territorial and starts squawking a bit, and you can tell Pyrex kind of shifts around behind you, a little intimidated by this large black bird. Mosca doesn't seem to make any attempts to soften or quiet Arak, but instead she looks up at the two of you and she says, what is it that you have found? Why is it you are meeting me this morning?
Oh, Master Mosca. This is an update to the Levon case.
Very good. Close the doors behind you, please.
The door closes the door.
Thump. And like there was just like a secretary or like an assistant out there, and like the doors closed. And it doesn't look like they were particularly listening in. This like young man with the like dark robes, but nonetheless, the door closes. You can see she like fumbles for something in her desk. There's a small hum, but you can't like identify its source. And then it kind of fades. You can feel like Pyrex like jolt from it for a second, and then Arak eventually silences a little bit, but nonetheless is like staring daggers at Pyrex. What is the update?
We've run into a lot these last 2 days. Multiple parties involved. Getting a bit of heat on us. Zapti looking for a tablet. A couple names we've picked up. A figure in golden mask.
Coriolis.
Blight. Must be Fuse heirloom tech.
Interesting. There are Zapti involved. Why? Why is that? How are they involved?
They were They were kept outside of Levon's house from the beginning.
From the beginning, there were guards outside of Levon's.
Yes.
Very interesting.
We had to sneak along the cliffside to get in.
Very good. Very good. Did you find anything inside? Anything that could shed light on this? What he was after, what he was investigating?
Blue Garuda feather, which led us back to, and she'll describe kind of the bit about the caves and all of that piece.
Yeah, the caves are pretty, like that's pretty standard like knowledge. Like it's not like a unknown concept like the caves of Sierra. But the idea, like it's the big thing was that it was a bird. It was associated with a bird that that Boutaleb would know. And she's like, so have you located this Gar Boutaleb?
Kef is working on that.
Talks are getting there. This artifact keeps popping up. We found the sketch. The archivists are dead if you haven't heard yet.
I did hear, yes. It's very sad. Is this connected then, I believe, to your investigation?
We spoke to them not 6 hours before.
Certainly that is not a coincidence. Well.
Richter, what was the name of the Zepti that interrogated you?
If her name was Zephyr? Zephyr?
Zarab.
Zarab. Okay.
Yeah, Zarab. Yeah, it doesn't look like she knows that name off the top of her head. It's not one that I know, perhaps.
So there were three that we found that had seen that artifact that he refers to. So Levon was one, Garbutaleb was another, and Aldor Mirzertain was a third.
And have you tracked down this other?
Not the last. We got stuck a bit with Gar.
You see.
Trying to gain access to the Black Toad ship via Kef's contacts.
The Black Toad. You can see like she makes kind of her eyes open just a bit wide and then quickly settle. Like you've mentioned like Coriolites, you've mentioned Black Toad, like you've mentioned like all these different, like it sounds as though that Levon was into something very, very intriguing. I see. What is it that you need from me this morning?
Do you know anything about and Ridor and Richter will kind of describe the thread and Armande's attack with the spider, and everywhere that we've gone we've seen the same thread. It was in his house. Bring
some with you, maybe.
I do believe we have some. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. She'll take a look at it, and she'll like kind of hold it up to the light, and then you'll see her pull like some kind of sort of magnifying glass, but you can tell that there's some sort of circuitry in it, some kind of heirloom tech, and she looks at it a little bit more carefully and kind of twists and turns the knob a bit. And this is not simple thread. This is quite advanced. I highly doubt that there is anyone in Ship City capable of crafting this. But likely it is someone who has a large supply of it. And it was found where?
Everywhere. Right, Richter?
This home in the Aluminum Bay, all about.
If I had to render a guess, I would say that it is some operative hired for similar reasons that I have assigned you to inquire about this death, this tablet. Be very careful. The Black Toad, the Coriolites, it seems that there are already blood. Levon first, is Archivist II cannot be an accident. But this should not deter us. This should just solidify our belief that Levon was in fact into something that we should discover, and that our brother died for it. We have a duty as explorers to honor his death, discover what it is that he died for. And if it was truly something that is going to, as he said, change everything, the Explorers Guild should be at the forefront of that discovery. Do you not agree?
You're right. That's all we had for you today.
Another
thing.
Additional piece.
Yes.
We in the process of this, we've quite run through the Ruka that we had, and it does appear that in order to gain access to the ship, it is going to, that will probably be favors for the Black Toad, but having additional Rook at our disposal will help us in our investigation.
Her eyes like narrow. Eric just kind of squawks and such. And she says, as I informed you, when you accepted this task, you shall be paid significant discovery of what has happened to Levon, in addition to your monthly stipend. Please do not insult the guild by bargaining in some disgusting fashion. You might be dealing with the Black Toad, but we are not the Black Toad. We have rules.
No. I just...
We have budgets to follow.
Yes,
we made an agreement.
But
are you saying you are not up to the task, Rador? If that is the case, I can find another crew who can continue where you all seem to be struggling.
No, not saying that at all. We've made a good amount of progress in a short amount of time, but greasing the palms, as it were, takes a little bit. Not looking to renegotiate, just a slight advance could be helpful, as she's got like nothing in her pockets for buying anything with.
Give me an empathy test. If you say advance, give me an empathy test.
Yeah, definitely not trying to shake down. Just literally need a little bit to
shaking down your guildmaster.
No,
really feel like
this is why I didn't go.
No.
The Explorers Guild again. You guys aren't very wealthy guild.
2 successes actually on that empathy roll.
She will very annoyedly, and like it's definitely one of those moments again where the upper right hand corner of the screen says Master Mosca will remember this. And she will open a drawer in her desk and she will pull out a bag and she will look into it and kind of count out a handful of chips. This is an advance, but it is not a bonus.
No,
I'll give you this now if you think this will help you in your continued investigation. She steps around as she hands the bag that has the chips into it into your hand, but she holds it there and she looks at you, and it is kind of this moment where stern mother is looking down with judgmental eyes on sort of mistake prone daughter kind of situation. She's like, be careful how much you let Kef influence your behavior. You are a valued member of the guild. So are you, Richter. And perhaps young Armande will be as well. The Explorers Guild is for people who are not after material wealth and gain. Yes, Ruka does help in certain situations. And yes, when you are on delves, there are ways in which you might acquire additional costs. But to press the guild's coffers, you should know better than this. She puts it into your hand. Because again, you're pulling from the coffers, so she's giving you this disapproving stare, but she's giving you the money nonetheless.
It's definitely that maternal, like, we have the same conversation that this friend isn't really as bad as you think they are. They're really not as bad an influence as you say they are. But I thank you. I do appreciate. And she really doesn't want to admit how much she got, like, taken for by, like, the motel owner for getting, like, nothing out of that.
Gosh, it's so funny.
That's
so funny.
It's like, it's on the tip of her tongue to, like, explain, like, what happened. And then it's like, nope, that's going to make her look dumb. It's probably not going to. Thank you. No, I understand. I'm loyal to the guilds, and we will do what we need to do. But this will help us get there. We will try to find out that third name and what happened with that one, and we will. But just in case you hear anything about us, if we happen to not make it back, know that we were trying our best.
If you do not make it back, do not be so melodramatic, Rador. Now, I shall look into this Zarab and this Aldor Mirzertain. I will see if I can discover anything about who they are, who they work for. Be careful.
We will.
Is there
Richter
anything
has
else?
gotten us through safely so far. He will continue.
Good. Is there anything else?
And I imagine, like, this is really intense because, like, she came really close. And so I still have, Pyrex. So I'm just sort of, like, easing Pyrex and sort of backing off a bit. Richter, was there anything else? I think I'm good if you are.
We've shared all we've learned. Next time we see you, we'll have this closed.
I very much hope you do. Now, I have work to do, as do you.
Yes, off to it. Thank you.
Okay. So you guys turn around, open the door, and you leave, and we'll fade from there, and we'll pick up at the Golden Ape once more. We see Kef or Armande walk in. Did you guys do anything along the way or say anything along the way?
Kef will have...
Are we using real names, or should I use a fake name?
Kef is got her, like, worn coin in her hands again, almost like a nervous tick as she goes over. I already know your name, Armande. It's they probably have done background checks on us already.
Really? I'm kind of flattered. I wouldn't have thought anybody would really look me up, so that's cool.
It's the girl yesterday seemed to look you up quite a bit.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, of course. Sure.
So you go and take her on a date. What's your opening line? Oh, you got to think of something, Armande.
We'll get the music thing, and then clearly it's going to be about, like, go to watch the music she's into, and that's not what we're here for, Kef.
She's spinning this coin faster and faster in her
I'm
hand.
sorry if you're feeling nervous and you want to deflect, because I'm not nervous. You're nervous. Your friends aren't going to stab me, are they?
Nah, they're not the stabbing kind. They're more the shooting kind. It's if you're fine.
That's
You
so
hear
loud.
a voice. You hear a voice behind you that says, "Actually, we like to do both." And you look over, and, like, there is Gina, like, standing behind you. She's, like, chewing on some kind of street food in her mouth.
Oh, hi. You are so intimidating.
You are not.
No, I'm not.
And so work in progress a little bit.
This.
Yes. He's got a date coming up, so I'm trying to talk him through a little bit of it.
I have
see you
seen
again,
toddlers that have put greater fear into me than this one.
I know, right? Remember that baby we saw, like, in the Dust Runner house way back when?
Already had tattoos.
Yeah. Who knows how he got the gun?
Somebody tattooed a baby, and that's funny?
Do you not find it funny?
I mean, maybe if I understood the context, but normally no. Because babies can't consent to being tattooed, and it probably hurts really bad. Why would you do that to a baby?
With Armande, henna tattoos on the skin. You don't pierce it with a needle.
Paint them, you fool. What's wrong with you?
Why don't that's
Needle
paint?
a
That's
baby.
not tattoo.
What
When
kind
I
of
think,
psychopath are you?
I would
Yes,
never
I know.
needle a baby. I thought you were talking about needling a baby.
No. What? Are you out of your mind?
I don't know. I thought you were out of your mind, and I'm so sorry. I know you're Kev's friend, and
I
I'm
am,
really making a bad
perhaps.
impression.
Gina, work in progress. Work in
I like
progress. I
your
know.
shirt.
Look down. It's just like this basic brown shirt.
I'm wearing brown. That brown recognized brown.
So anyway,
Yeah.
I thought there were going to be 4 of you.
The other 2 had to make a trip to Explorer Guild's master to update them on the amount of death.
Okay. Well, this is the deal. You will come with me. I can escort you to the Razad. You will plead your case with Husif, and he will decide whether to grant you audience with this Bouteleb. I should warn you. Just getting on the ship alone is significant. They will want a favor. Someday they will come to you and they will ask you a favor, and then that day you cannot refuse.
Yes, I remember when they came and asked my father. I'll remember.
She looks at you, Armande. Do you understand this?
I hear the words that you're speaking, but I'm assuming I'm really not going to understand the gravity until it comes. But I've had like 3 different people tell they were going to meet. I've been threatened with murder so much in the past day. I'm just this fine. Okay. You aren't
Gina.
trying to kill me, and so I thank you for that.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Fuck! Don't say that.
Gina, do you know like a spider cult of some kind? They seem to be running around a lot. I know. So gauche.
No.
All right. Figured I'd ask. All right. I understand. Favor, big one.
Okay. So, mechanically speaking, you guys are now like effectively indebted to them. Like, so they will at some point call upon you to perform something for them. Okay. So we'll say that the 3 of you then leave the Golden Ape. We see you all, this montage of travel. You get back onto the lift, kind of going up the chasm, crisscrossing all the way top. Eventually getting on the funicular, kind of going along one of the walls and past the dome, back out onto Wreck Alley. It's a different vibe early in the morning than it was late last night. You can definitely see it's not as the nightlife has cleared out. There is a morning crowd. It's like the brunch life. And so you can see like there's various cafes that have moved these small high tops and such outside. And there's people on the street and such. And there's crisscrossings of lights. And you can see all of these different ships above kind of crisscrossing and shifting and moving as whole town is there. You get back out to the Telmurian Tusk. You see Dara, who looks at you again, Armande.
Hey.
And so as you're like traveling on the Telmurian Tusk, she'll come over to you and she'll be like, so did you go?
I did. You know what? Honestly, like, I hate to say it, but like once you put that bug in my ear and I was thinking about it, I was like, that show really wasn't everything I had built it up in my head to be. So like,
See?
I mean, I don't want to just admit that you were right and I was wrong because that makes me feel small. But, okay, maybe I should just admit that I was wrong and I should be willing to listen to, your thing. And like, are there any shows coming up? Maybe
Soon, yeah.
I would love to be educated. If you'd be willing. Yeah.
I told you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know where I live. You know where I work.
I do.
I can't remember what day I said. I think it was like Guild's Day or something, like next guild. Like there's I can't remember what I said before, but like there was a frequency with which Huzum like pops up. And so she'll say like next Guild's Day,
Okay.
come.
Next Guild's Day. That is great. And thank you, for helping me grow myself. And also, you're just, like so nice. And I like talking to you. And I hope you have a great day.
Do you? And she's like, do you? Okay. All right.
I mean, I don't see any reason I wouldn't. You are, you know a lot about the things you know about. And you're cool.
Kep is like behind Armande in this scene with Dora, like, and she's just like mouthing, "He likes you."
Gina is like chewing on some kind of like lentil bread and is just like shaking her head at how bad your game is. Oh goodness.
Yeah, it's a pretty entertaining.
He'll do the finger guns.
Oh no. I put his hands down. As soon as they start coming up, my hand comes and like puts them down.
I thought.
Well, all right.
No,
I've got
don't
work
do
to
that.
do, but
Okay.
Guild's Day.
Guild's Day.
All right.
Every second Guild's Day, and then every third, like, hates something or another, but I think it's like every second Guild's Day was the pattern.
I thought it was like every second. Yeah, I thought that was right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Eventually, we find ourselves back at Station 11. We see this strange, kind of standoffish woman offering Kawa. You definitely notice that she's still not talking much, very short-lipped, short words. And you do end up having to rent these exosuits and such, but at a much cheaper price suddenly because Gina is here, it seems. And like the three of you start to gear up. I need the two of you to roll agility tests as you exit the airlock outside of the Station 11 and you leap off or even just kind of like slightly push off into space and start using these little thrusters and such. So it is I think it's agility test. Let me double check. Fairly sure.
Success.
Nice.
Oh no, Jeremy.
I think I will
Jeremy
push
had too many
that.
dice to roll.
I'll push it.
It's 5 dice. Okay, there you go. What's your hope looking at, Jeremy? That's -2.
I'm fine. I'm good. I still have 8. No, I have
with your
6.
keepsake.
Out of my 8.
Okay,
That's not bad.
that's really good.
Okay. So, so you guys both passed though. Okay. So you guys are okay. So effectively, if you would have failed, it would have taken up more supply. This is one of those situations where supply would have kind of kicked in as you were like using oxygen and whatnot. But because you guys passed and because you're sort of being led here, you're not having to find a secret way in. But the two of you in your suits kind of drifting in the darkness a bit, you probably have comms that are kind of connected to each other. So occasionally you'll hear like a small command from Gina, like she'll call out like starboard. And then as you're floating, you notice all of these like different Manta ships that are like on guard kind of around it. And remember, it's a different kind of shuttle. It's not the one that you have, it's a different kind. And you can see all of these that are around. And had you taken your shuttle here, you would have probably had to contend with quite a few of them at the same time. But you follow her, you occasionally kind of hit these different thrusters that are probably on your pursuits to sort of redirect. And eventually you find yourselves let through this like the starboard bow. She could see she lands against it and kind of like grabs onto these handles on the outside, and like you two kind of come into, and then she like kind of smashes, like bangs on it really hard and everything. And eventually you go through this process of like going into this like double airlock. You're in, and then like you're able to kind of gets scanned, and you see on the other side of that secondary door for the airlock, there is like a group of very well armed guards. You can see these large like spears and pole axes and swords. Doesn't look like a lot of guns, which makes a lot of sense in a situation like this. But the doors open up, and at this point you're probably like out of your exosuits, hanging them in the locker, so you're not like wasting all your supply. And yeah, you come in and you can just see like there's like these three kind of skeevy looking men and women standing there, and one of them says, these are them? I thought there were going to be more.
These are them. Hand up and down on Jeremy's finger guns.
We're going to do this the easy way, right?
Yeah.
Weapons in the bin.
I have books. Is it okay to keep books? I don't usually carry weapons.
He's a work in progress. He's a work in progress.
Why are you carrying books to a drug factory?
Okay, I pull out my gun and like my lighter and fluids.
Honestly, I'm not sure what I'm hearing at the moment. I'm pretty sure I should just be ignoring things. And
Armande, deep breath. Mm-hmm. Count to three times, and we think before we talk. Yeah. Hold on to your books.
I didn't bring weapons because I don't need them.
Oh my god.
This kid. Oh goodness gracious, this kid. Oh my god. Oh, I needed that. And they're all just laughing. Gina's just laughing too. And it is it's just like echoing through. Okay, so you dump all your weapons out. Okay.
I'm not going to mess around.
All right, fair enough. You are kind of, again, you're led into these corridors. What you can tell immediately is that it's a very like hazy place. Like it's like there's just this ever-present like mist in the atmosphere. You know,
feels like home.
It's everything on the walls themselves. Like there's all sorts of like there's grime here and there, but there's also like various graffiti that has decorated some of the panels. You are not going far, however. As you're walking, like Gina's like walking with you, and then you can see these other guards are like kind of some of them in front of you, some of them behind you, each of them, you know, again, keeping a close eye, but they're like literally still laughing. He doesn't need weapons. There's this kid over here. The balls on him. But eventually the door pops open, and you hear the sounds of like all like there's this constant like hum of machinery going on, and like the echoes of like clunking and voices kind of cascading through the tunnels, or excuse me, through the corridors. But eventually like a door opens up, and like there's stairs, like this little set of like metal stairs going up, and you're nudged forward, and you find yourself on what looks like it's basically some kind of bridge. And you can see that there is a front viewing screen that normally would be there. You can see like this golden glow of like all these different terminal screens. There's a very strong smell of kawa, which is like coffee basically. And you can see that there's quite a few people that are stationed at some of these terminals. And then there is this center seat and a terminal right next to it. And a man gets up as the door opens, and someone calls out, it's like, Josef, our guests have arrived. And the guy stands up, and from that captain's chair, basically, and he kind of turns around, and he comes relatively close to you. He doesn't come all the way up. You see him still kind of keeping a bit of height, like he's on like this secondary level, and you all are a little bit lower. But he's very tall to the point where his head is almost scraping some of these like, you know, wiring and various like vent tubing that are hanging down from a busted panel above him. He is broad-shouldered. He's got this long crimson jabala, like this big robe, basically, and you can tell underneath some of the seams, like there's like a little glint, like there's some kind of armor underneath it too. And he has like weapons on either side. You can see that one of his hands is kind of covered in this like gauntleted fist, and he's got a fusillade pistol in the other side as well. But he looks down at you and he says, "You are the ones that wish to make a deal with us."
It's wish to, have to. It's we're looking for a fella that supposedly took off here. Hoping he can answer some questions about who's trying to kill him. And yeah, we can owe you a favor for it.
Oh, you already owe us one favor. To just step on board is one. To speak to him is another.
Figured. All right.
Well, I would like to know a little bit more about why you want to speak to him. What is he to you? What information do you think he has?
Kef will begrudgingly reach under her coat into a secret pocket and pull out a folded piece of paper. She'll unwrap it.
Reaches for their weapons and kind of moves here and there around you.
It's only a paper. It's only a paper. I'll unfold it and show the image of the tablet. This thing here, don't know what it is, but everybody's willing to kill for it right now. And I'll hand it come to him.
Yeah, you come up to the railing beneath him. You're half a level down, so he's even taller. And he reaches and he grabs it. Very nice. What is it?
No idea. Trying to figure it out. Your fellow on board might know. And whomever's trying to kill him might know. They got spiders for their theme of some kind.
Spiders?
Golden masks and spiders.
The Coriolis.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, their whole paralyzing thing is really scary.
Do you know which family?
Not yet.
I mean, we've got a name, which might be...
You have a name? What is the name?
There is a Aldor Mirzertain. This might be one of them. No. Otherwise, it's Levon was murdered first from the Explorers Guild, and then your fellow Gar Butaleb might know a bit more. We're trying to figure it out.
We know Butaleb. Yes, we do. So this Levon and this Butaleb, they work together, and this tablet.
Yeah.
Very important.
Apparently.
You see. All you want to do is talk with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't exactly want to dance.
This is funny. It's funny. You are very funny. I do not like funny. I'll tell you this. Butaleb is on this ship, and I have the power to let you see him. But I have a condition with which you must agree.
What's the condition?
You must take him with you. We don't want him on here.
Oh.
This is not a ship that we want to draw attention to. And this, he holds up the paper, seems to be drawing attention. Butaleb is drawing it as well. And frankly, we are tired of the old man. So,
would this be considered
you'll
a favor?
speak with him. It will be considered one of the two that you
we'll
owe
still
us.
owe. Yes. Okay. We can take him.
Understand what that means. He is your responsibility now. He might be an old and cranky man who sees assassins in every shadow, but he is still a member of the Black Toad. And we expect you to treat him, well, as you would treat any of us.
Of course.
If we hear that something has befallen him, well, it will be you that we come to have answers for, yes?
I will put my life in front of him for this.
He like leans back and he kind of puts his hands like on his like the breastplate, and you see he kind of gets his thumbs kind of underneath. All right, you may take her and him, little one. He is in 24. Okay. And then he just turns around.
That was good.
He goes back.
By the way, the thread work on your robe is really great. I just want to say I really appreciate it. Just top notch.
Keeps walking. He looks over his shoulder at you. You're very nervous.
I am, but it's really good. My mom made my cape, so like I recognize when you don't have any threads. It's really good though. Whoever made his robe did a great job, and so you should know that. And like you look cool.
Well, thank you, young man. It's very kind of you. I do not like kindness.
Oh, okay. Well,
I just put my hand over. Nope. I put my hand over Armande's mouth and like pull his hands down. All right. Gina, I think we ought to go now. I assume that she's guiding us to the next part.
Yeah, she's there. And so
he did look cool though, right?
Let's get him out of here.
The door's closed. The door's closed. All that's overheard. So she leads you through, again, more of these tunnels. You hear the sounds of like manufacturing happening somewhere. You hear the sounds of voices calling out here and there. There's doors that are definitely being guarded, not allowing you to go through. You pass through a section that definitely looks like dormitories. There may be an open door here or there where there's like bunk beds and things like that, and maybe there's people coming out and eating or drinking, or someone's like wiping like what looks like some kind of grime, some powder off their foreheads. But eventually you're led to a cabin 24, and like Gina like bangs on it really fast, and you hear like from the inside, "No one's here, man. No one's here. No one. No." And then she just pushes the door open. And when you look inside this absolute like shit stain of a room with everything kind of strewn about here and there, and you can see random things, just like pictures of things and notes posted onto the wall here and there, you see sprawled on the floor is this old and scarred kind of gray-haired man with this like long gray like Coriolite kind of robe that is sprawled out like he's didn't want anyone to come in here. You can see far too much of the man than you probably want. You see these pale legs going all the way up. And he's got like a vest that's a little bit unbuttoned here and there. And there is this equally old bird that is not even really perched atop what looks like a cushion on some kind of bed, but instead is just kind of laying down in a way that is very unbecoming of a bird. And it appears to be dozing off. And you have met now Garbudaleb, but we'll continue this conversation with him next time around, and we'll see what information he has for you.
Hey,
All right.
found him.
Nice.
Yep, we got him.
We did. Oh, title of the ep, work in progress.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good one to put that.
Work in progress is pretty good.
So basically, I'm going to hire Leonardo DiCaprio to play Garbudaleb, and I want him to just do everything that he did in one battle after the other. And that's what this guy is to me right now. He's like, he's like, I'm Batman, man. I'm Batman. Sorry, I just loved him in that movie. He's like
He's really good.
Okay. Okay, well that's it. We did it. We'll pick up on this next week. We'll have a chat with Garik Budalev. We'll see what Richter and Rador are up to, and then we'll see what's going on. Yeah. Let's do a couple closer plugs, I guess, and then we'll get on out of here. Next up, next stream is Saturday. We got some One Ring. We're gonna get back to that this weekend. Monday, I don't think we have anything scheduled. No, we're in danger yet, but we do have something coming soon. Something different. Tuesday, what do we have there, Kipser?
A little bit of Wild Sea, where we've got some sailors on chainsaw ships trying to figure out what the hell a tiger is.
Very nice. And yeah, next Thursday we'll have more of this. All right, and we'll continue this this crazy little adventure. But that's it for us. We'll see y'all later. I'll probably raid someone here in a second if you're over on Twitch. Otherwise, have a great rest of your night. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.
See ya.
See ya.